All right, so we're continuing part three. Something I did miss is I think it's funny that the ESFP seems to, when they're in the social situation, their SE seems to sort of be overwhelmed. So it's a little bit deactivated. They're not really paying attention. It's like if you've got really strong senses and you're now in an overstimulating environment, there's so much information coming in that I think their ability to look at body language goes down. As FI users, they're focused on their own feelings, not FE focused on the feelings of others. So they're not having a very easy time guessing how other people feel. Also, they're not any DOMs, so ENFPs really try to look at things from different perspectives all the time. So I think they're good at putting themselves in other people's shoes, but ESFPs are good at staying in their own shoes. So this can lead to a situation where ESFPs can actually go to social situations and get more enjoyment, because if someone else is very depressed nearby, they may not sense it from their SE. They may not feel it from their FI. And so it's the good music. It's that good cake. They're enjoying the SE, enjoying that good cake. They're enjoying the dancing, vibing. And so they're the kind of people who are going to have a good time, even if people nearby are not having a good time. It doesn't really affect them. I think that's why they become more extroverted types, because if you have that kind of ability where you could ignore the feelings of others to some degree, and you can enjoy that sensory data, and because they're going in that social situation and they're not picking up like a sponge all the negative emotions from others, they can really vibe and have that good, what people have, that party girl, party guy kind of nickname. But INFJs, so I think that makes them more likely to be enjoying the extroverted big group gatherings, because other people's negative feelings don't bother them. And they're focused on their own perception, SE, and their own feeling, FI. Now, INFJs, because they're such a sponge, and I said in the part two, where they're like a radar and they can pick up the emotional signal like a sponge. People's positive emotions can become INFJ's positive emotions, but people's negative and awkward emotions can become an INFJ's awkward emotions. So when they go to social situations, it feels like they're the chaperone, and it feels like work. It feels like there's like so much information coming. And because of FE is so high up and SE is in the vulnerable function for us, like let's say the cake is good. I've noticed if the cake is good, but someone's awkward in front of me, their awkwardness would become my awkwardness, or their negative feelings will become mine. And I feel the need to actually do something to cheer them up and make their negative feeling go up. My cake doesn't even have any taste. I might say, hey, do you want to eat this cake? Because the cake itself, its value is less than the feeling of the other person, which is really weird, because like if the cake was in front of me and it's the best cake on the planet, but there was a person in front of me who was not feeling good, I could not enjoy that cake while they are not feeling good. So my FE requires me to, in order for me to feel good, I need to make preconditions to make them feel good, which makes us fundamentally reliant and almost dependent on the emotional response of other people. It's empathic. And I think this is what makes social so draining to INFJs. And a lot of people like INFJs because INFJs will go out of their way to provide positive impact to a lot of people. They're trying to provide a positive impact, because if they don't, if someone's in a negative energy level, it influences them negatively. So they need to give people positive energy in order for them to just go back to a neutral state. So going to a social event will cost them a lot of energy, and this would make them more introverted, more scared of going to social interactions. This is what make them want to be a hermit. So even though, ironically, ESFPs will probably hurt more people's feelings, say things that are really weird in like the social setting because they can't really feel how people feel, they're not really focused on other people's perspectives, the INFJ would probably make more people happy at a party, but be more unhappy at the party, whereas the ESFP will be more happy at the party and make more people unhappy. So this is a very cool dynamic. And I think the INFJ is influenced to be introverted because of this FE is really bothering them. And there's a big conflict because FE in the second place for the INFJ means that their FI is also strong. So FE and FI are constantly fighting each other in the case of the INFJ. But that's also interesting. All right.